Hi everyone, it's Tracy Baker here for Baker Gets Cooking, and today we're going to make Rolo 2-bite brownies. Now we have a wedding coming up in our family, and my contribution is some of the dainties, or the squares, the goodies. So these 2-bite brownies will be going to our wedding in May. And I have two helpers in the kitchen today.
Hi.
I have Seth, son number 3, and Liam, son number 2, and they're going to help me put this together. And this recipe is kind of similar to the chocolate cake recipe that's on my blog, in that it's very simple to put together, very quick, very easy. So don't buy a boxed brownie mix. They have all kinds of junk in them. This has just basic ingredients, and it goes together really quickly. And so quickly that I'm going to show you how a 10 and a 13-year-old can do it with a little bit of instruction. Okay, so for Seth, we need to have a cup and a half of flour, please.
So how many of those? Just one?
That's a half a cup.
So
how many do you need?
3 of these?
3. Great. Great. Okay, so then we need 2 cups of sugar. So how many of those?
4.
4. Right on.
There's more flour than sugar once again.
No, there's more sugar than flour.
Sugar than flour.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, next goes in the cocoa. So we need half a cup of cocoa. This is half a cup, and yes, we always have to sift cocoa because cocoa has lumps in it. So I'm just going to use a sieve, and this is a half a cup, and that's just going to go in there. And Seth, can you just bang it with the knife a little bit there? Like that. Okay, awesome. You can put that in the sink. Now you need a teaspoon of salt.
Here, may I?
Yep, go ahead, Liam.
So one of these, right? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and next goes in the oil. So this is a cup of canola oil. Liam, you can start cracking those eggs, okay? I need four eggs.
But where are you putting them in this?
Yeah, put the eggs in there and put the shells just back in the bowl. Seth, while he's doing that, you can just 2 cupfuls of vanilla, please.
I don't think there'll be enough room.
Yeah, there will be.
Okay.
Lots of vanilla in this. Buy good quality vanilla. Don't buy the artificial extract. Buy the real stuff. And then, Seth, there's a little bit of water that goes in. So this 1/4 cup of water.
There doesn't look like there's any shells in there.
Looks good? Okay, Liam, you can put the eggs in.
Sure.
Great.
Awesome.
So my oven is preheating to 350 degrees, and I've sprayed 2 dozen mini muffin tins with cooking spray. Now the only thing left to do, let's clear up this mess a little bit, move this over, is to blend it. Okay, put it on low. You can just help it along, Seth. Just scrape around the side. Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Stop saying that.
Oh. Now, I'm not putting any nuts in this recipe because it's going to be feeding a bunch of other people. So what makes these Rolo brownies is that after they come out of the oven, we're just going to put these little mini Rolo candies right on top. Now Seth wants to sample.
May I have a sample?
Yes, you can have a sample too. Equal opportunity. There's no favoritism here. These little tiny mini Rolo candies, and we're just going to put them in the center.
I think that's good, Mom.
So, is that good? Okay, I think that you can turn it off now, Liam, because we don't want to overbeat this. If you overbeat cake mix, it gets tough. So you can just leave that in there, Seth. Liam, can you raise this? Okay, so I'm going to scrape off these beaters as much as possible. I'm just going to put them in the sink for now, and then when we're done, you guys can lick them off, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's fill the mini muffin tins. So using my scoop, I think that's like a 2 teaspoon scoop, just into the batter, and then fill the muffin tins. And they're going to be about 3/4 full. Do you want to try this, Seth?
Sure.
Okay.
Scrape them along the side.
So watch what I do. So I scrape them along the side.
Yeah.
And then into the muffin tins, okay? Go ahead. So you'll notice that there's no leavening in this brownie mix, so no baking powder, baking soda. So the only thing that makes these brownies rise are the eggs. And because there's no leavening, it makes for a very dense, very fudgy brownie, which is what we love. So it's a really, really good recipe. It's delicious, right, Seth?
Right.
Good job, Liam. Okay, I'm going to do the third pan, okay?
Are you gonna be able to snack on some?
Yeah, you'll have some to snack on. Good, thanks. My turn.
She'll like speed run.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I've done this a few 100 times.
And we really like this batter.
Even though it has raw eggs in it,
Oh yeah.
doesn't matter.
Sure does, Mom.
Does it?
You can't even taste it.
They're bad for you.
Are they?
Eggs. Well, they aren't good for you.
How come?
I don't know. I read somewhere that they could kill you.
Well,
That's right, Mom. I read.
yeah. The danger is that there's salmonella that's passed, so that's a bacteria that's passed on from the chicken to the egg. But you know, in Canada, I think that the food is pretty safe and it's refrigerated right away. And I don't think that the danger is that high. So if you were a small child or someone who had an immune disease or was getting chemotherapy or was pregnant, I wouldn't eat them. But you guys have good immune systems and you're healthy. Okay, that's 4 dozen mini muffin cups filled. They're going to go into a 350-degree oven for about 12 minutes. I'm going to start checking them at 12 minutes. You really, really don't want to overcook these. You want them really dense and chewy in the center, a little bit underbaked. That's what makes them really good. So I'm going to start checking them at about 12 minutes. The toothpick test does not work really well on this because you do want almost an uncooked batter in the inside. So I would just look at them, and if they are risen a little bit and the tops are a little bit raised, then I would stop baking them at about 12 to 15 minutes. So they're going to go in the oven, and we'll be back when they're done. Hi everyone, we're back, and the brownies are out of the oven, and my assistants are going to put a little mini Rolo into each one, so you guys can go ahead. Liam, can you take the rest of the brownies out of the pan?
Sure.
And you just need to sit on top. Good?
May I just...
Yep, go ahead. And of course your hands are impeccably clean, right?
Yeah, we washed, so...
Okay. You want to taste?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go for it. I think they like them. So that's the end of this session. I hope this recipe is good for you, and I hope you try it. You can click on the link just below the video to get onto the recipe from my blog. And thank you to my assistants, Liam and Seth, and we'll see you next time. Bye.